Hey everybody, it's Mr. Black here, and I am pumped. It is lesson number 4 for our percussion today. I am excited. I've got my mallets and I've got my bell kit. We're going to be ready to play some fun music here. I hope you enjoy this. We're going to review note number 1, 2, and 3, and then we might learn note number 4, and then we're going to take a look at how to read our music on the paper. So let's check it out. Okay, friends, let's review our first 3 notes, right? We want to start with B flat, which is right here. Let's see if we can play 4 with sticking number 1. Ready, and go. Right, left, right, right. Let's do that again, and here we go. Good, so we know that that's B flat, that's home base, note number 1. Note number 2 is C, right over here. So we're going to skip 1 bar and go over here. Let's play 4 C's. Ready, and go. Let's go to D, note number 3, right up here. Ready, 1, 2, ready, go. Fantastic. Can you play B, C, D, C? Here we go. Let's see if we can do it. Bob, C, D, C. Let's do that again. Ready, and go. Nice. Now, friends, we want to talk about note number 4. And note number 4 for percussion is not that hard. We said note number 3 was right here. It's D. Note number 4 is going to be right above it, E flat or Ed. Can you say Ed? Yeah, I bet you can. I can't actually hear you on this end, but I bet you just did. Can you do 4 of them? Ready, and go. Let's play note number 4, note number 3, note number 2, note number 1. Here we go. Ready, and go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Ready, and go. Very nice. And those are your first 4 notes on the bell kit. Woo! Let's check out some arts and crafts. All right, friends, so today on arts and crafts, this is my whiteboard. Don't you like it? Isn't it pretty cool? We're going to go over our first 3 notes and how to read them. So first we're going to make our staff here, so I'll show you our staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll call that 5. So staff of music has 5 lines, and we remember back in the day when we played that fun game that elephants got big, dirty feet, or egabadiff, and for spaces we have F, A, C, E. So if you want to remember that, first line is E, second line is G, third line is B, fourth line is D, and fifth line is F. And for our spaces, we have first line F, second space A, third space C, fourth, that's a really bad E. Fourth space E, there we go. And because we're percussion and we read out of multiple clefs, today we're going to talk about the one we primarily read out of the start, which is called our treble clef. And it looks like that. Okay, so let's talk about our first 5 notes. The first note in percussion is B flat Bob. We know that as note number 1. So let's take a look here and see if we can find the B area. Is it on a line or a space? Well, if we look at this, the only B we have is on a line. So we're going to take that and we're going to draw our quarter note here. And we're going to draw our stem. Now that looks like our first note, but it's not totally correct because percussion we have B flat, which means we want a little flat sign next to that. So that is exactly where you would find B flat at in your music. Now let's go to the next note, and I apologize, these notes are going to be pretty close. The next note is note number 2. That was note number 1. Note number 2 is C. Let's see if we can find C. Oh, guess what? It's right here on the third space. Let's draw a C. Boom, look at that. That's where C is. It's on the third space, not the line, but it's right next to B. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's go to the next note, which we know is D. Note number 3. Why did Mr. Black circle C? I have no idea. I'm going to circle 2 because it's note number 2. D is note number 3. Oh, you can't even see that. Let me roll that up. There we go. And D, let's see where that's at. Well, if we look on here, it's on the 4th line. So D is going to be right here. Okay, so friends, we know that our first 3 notes on percussion bell kit is B flat, C, and D. We know that B flat and D are on lines and C is on a space. Let's talk about note number 4. Let me erase these real quick and let's see what we can do here. Do, 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 do. Don't you like my sound effects when I like sing to myself? No, you probably don't. You're probably tired of it. Do you think I could like win America's Got Talent? I don't know if I could actually win that. So I'm going to continue my line here. Okay, all right. I have stalled. All right, so we're going to talk about note number 4. We said it was E flat. If we go back to the original video, you probably noticed that E flat is higher than D. Well, that's on purpose because D is note number 3 and E flat is note number 4. And let's see if we can find an E. Well, we have an E down here and we have an E up here. Now we get into a tricky spot. Which one do we pick? Well, today, for today's purpose, note number 4 is the high E flat. So we're going to go to the 4th space at the top. That's a really long stem. Wow, that's an interesting note. Anyways, we're going to circle that note, and we're going to give that note a flat, because just like B flat, this is going to be E flat, note number 4. There you go, so you can see that. Now, we're going to play a game here, and I want you to try to figure out what is the order of notes that I write out. Here we go, let's check. All right, so I've drawn out some notes here, and it's now up to you to figure out what they are. I'm going to sing a really great rendition of the Jeopardy theme song, right? Do 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 do. Yeah, there you go. There's your Jeopardy theme song. That should have been enough time for you to figure out. Let's see what we got. So, our first note, is it on a line or a space? Well, it's on a space. It's on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th space, which means F-A-C. It is E. That is E flat. That is note number 4. So right there, if you guessed E flat, note number 4, you would be correct. Let's take a look at the next note. Is it on a line or space? It's on a space. 1, 2, 3. It's on the 3rd space, F-A-C. We know that that one is a C on the 3rd space. That's note number 2 on percussion. Let's take a look at the next note. Ready? Here we go. Oh, what? Oh, it's on a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the 4th line, E, G, B, D on the 4th letter. So that means that this is D. And let's call that note number 3, obviously. Mr. Black, you're losing your mind here a little bit. And the last one that we have, line or space. It is on line number 3, so E, G, B. B flat, which means we're back to note number 1. If you guessed E flat, C, D, B flat, you would be correct, and you are a rock star. I've never drawn a smiley face before. Is that a good smiley face? I think it's okay. Hey, listen, if you want to win a challenge for next week, here's the challenge. Draw for me the notes that you think you would need for hot cross buns. Now, I'll tell you, it's just the first 3 notes, but I can't tell you what order it's in. So if you can draw a staff and you can draw the notes where they belong for hot cross buns, you could win a Ranch of the Jolly that might be thrown towards your face at your house. Okay, it won't be thrown at your face, and it probably won't be thrown at your house. I'll probably just hand it to you. Anyways, friends, you're rock stars. Great job on lesson number 4. I'll see you next week.